Hey guys, I have a special livery for this PilotEdge A340-6 FedEx liveries. We're going to do a little FedEx action today, obviously. We're here at the Mr. X Los Angeles International. We're going to fly to Oakland, up the coast. Should be a nice day for that. So we'll do a briefing. We're going to do CBDLC today for our text clearance. And this airport is CBDLC capable, and I'll show you how you know that or not. And that's a PilotEdge feature. VATSIM does not have that CBDLC capability yet. Maybe one day. Alright, let's go to here. And we're going to do LAX to Oakland. Jump seat to LAX. 214. Let's see. Let's go heavier. Let's do 230 instead. Get more money. We're not going to use this for fuel and anything. This is just so the ACARS works properly. Oh, did that. So 25 left, runway 30 arrival, 30,000 feet. That's our zero fuel weight. 346 FedEx. All this looks good. 45 minutes contingency, 8,000 extra. I have to put that in there on this airplane in particular, because this is a long hauler, so it helps to have an extra 8,000. Keeps from getting those fuel transfer warnings. That's the main reason I add that, and then 45 minutes extra contingency. This is our route of flight that we're gonna file, and we'll see what we get. $30.03. To pilot and information delta is current. So it says 25 right, but we request 25 left since we're on the cargo side. Two for left is closed. Two for left is closed. VATSIM is doing the same thing. They're online today. It's nice. Wondering how many of them are online. Just tower and center. Once you get here, you wouldn't have anyone to talk to, so definitely flying this on PilotEdge, guaranteed ATC. And our arrival is 30, 2809 knots, looks good. PDLC. As you'll see here, CPDLC capable airport. So we'll check that. We're categorized as a heavy. Slant Lima for equipment suffix 30,000. All that looks good. Flight plan on file. So we are down here at the FedEx ramp. So I'll get Alpha Foxtrot to 25 left. Then these are the frequencies. Don't need clearance. We're going to do text clearance. So south side of the complex, 0.75 and 120.95 as our frequencies. Top altitude, it's 8,000. It's important to read the notes. Maintain at or below 250 knots until otherwise directed by ATC. So once we get with center, I can request normal speed. And then the ENZO 3 arrival. Start slowing it down there at my jaw, above 220. Between 15 and 190, between 9 and 10 at 240. Got to cross at 7,000 at Miney. That's so they can check, make sure we're on the right altimeter setting. The scope should match what we show at 7,000 and then be above these altitudes until we get to Franny. Then at Franny, we'll continue on our ILS 30 for runway 30 and we'll park here at this FedEx ramp. All right, Los Angeles, weather's good. Broken at 25,000. Looks good there. And I found these two websites a while ago. I was going to show you these. These are pretty cool. If you like outer space stuff. eyes.nasa.gov. You can do like asteroid watch, which is kind of cool. Shows you how many days. So this 19-meter asteroid will be within 1 million kilometers of Earth. You can go to the different asteroids. So thought that was pretty cool. You can click on any of them. It gives you information on them. Anyway, and then I have this Ancient Earth website, dinosaurpictures.org, which is kind of cool. So it's 300 million years ago when the dinosaurs vanished. It was about 66 million years ago. This is what the world looked like when they disappeared from the asteroid. You can see there's water went right down the middle of the country. And that's why there's so much fossils in this area along the coast. That was 90 million years ago. I think all this was underwater. All of Colorado was underwater. That's nuts. All of Florida. So global warming, this is what I think would happen hundreds, millions of years from now. If you move into this area or here, you're fine. Anyway. Back to the aircraft. We'll hop in here. Get our nav stuff going. I wait for the on battery to disappear before I turn them on one at a time. Get that going. good until, looks like tomorrow, 21st of March. LAX. And we are at spot 2 for FedEx. So we need this GPS location. Bust out my web FMC. LAX to Oakland. $36.50. 33.56.1 and 18.23.3. So make sure those match. $18.23.3, 23.3, 36.56.1, align. Okay, got that rolling now. Get the APU going. Hydraulic fluid is normal. Engine oil is normal. Alright. We're going to get ATIS here, so ETSU. Departure ATIS. Information delta, so everything is the same. and elevation 25 lift elevation according to Sky Vector charts 128, right on the money there. We're going to get our text clearance now. It'll take about 30 seconds, and then we'll load up the aircraft and start punching in some flight plan stuff. ATC message, hit that, next, and standby. Cleared to Oakland, Lady J forward Corez, Dennis Va, climb via the SID, except maintain 5,000. Expect 300 on 10. Departure 125.2, squawk 4012, we can accept it. And we are done with the clearance, so now we can load and input the flight plan and all that fun stuff. We're going to do flight init, so it's going to grab the make sure it should grab the last information from SimBrief as far as loading the aircraft. 0 fuel weight is, where is it? 230 and block fuels 29.5. So after I do this, we should be showing 29.5 on fuel on board. So we're going to hit flight init. And then you'll see that fuel will increase. And you can see down here that everything is filled out. Tropa is 390 and 385 is pretty close. Looking at 17 Celsius. Negative 43 is good for our cruise temp, so that's fine. So let's do flight plan, Los Angeles departure, 25 left, Lady J4, and Corez transition, insert. Oakland, we're going to arrive ILS 30, MZO 3, full approach from Franny, and we'll start at Argood. And we're going to do our wind request. 230.000 fuel weight, so that matches SimBrief. 25 left is our departure. And there is no decision height for Cat 3. takeoff data request. So we'll come over here, takeoff perf, 25 left, and the wind is variable at 417, 1017 dry, takeoff weight. Alright, it's looking at 156, 158, 166. As you can see, that matches this. So we're going to do insert uplink. $71 is our flex. Up 2.9. Alright, all that matches. So we're going to go second. This is our engine out, Sid. Be 24 right. Closest runway since we're heading north. Insert that. So 3003, temperature 17, wind, I forgot, 349.4. Alright, we got our engine out. So Hyper Evos and Lady J should be 8,000. Which it is. So that is fine. Got an hour, an hour and 4 minutes extra fuel. So we are good to go there. Okay. Before I do that, let me set my radios. So ground is 121.75. And towers 120.95. Okay. Top altitude to start with is 5,000, and then we can go up to 8 after that, I'm sure. And we need to fire up the good old A cars. Dispatch, download from when I picked those airports. So it knows what we're doing. We'll hit start. That will process everything in Bon Voyage. So we'll get going with that. APU is available, so we can tell all these guys to drive away. Pit door is locked.
Grounded cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you're ready.
John Wing Chairman delivery, good morning. Cessna 2506 for local Newport
cockpit,
departure. With information in here.
Doors are all closed and armed.
They're 5-8 uniformly clear, direct Hopper, join the Santa Monica 125 radio.
Direct Hopper, Santa Monica 125, 5 uniform.
LA Tower at on the jet to financial LAX rate, ILS, 25 left.
Number 25 Energy at X-ray, Los Angeles Tower, runway 25 left, clear to land.
25 left, clear to land, 90 LAX rate.
4012.
Number 2506, John Wayne clearance, say again your request.
Cessna 210 slam go for local Newport VFR departure.
Okay.
What was the
All doors,
aircraft type
hatches
again?
closed, ready to connect.
Cessna 210 slam go 206.
We're not waiting on a gate people or anything, so we'll just crank this up. Start engine 3.
Or 2506 after departure, flight heading 150. Maintain VFR to below 2,400 till advised. Departure frequency 128.1, squawk 5756.
On departure, flight heading 150 at or below 2,400, contact departure 128.1 and squawk 4756 2506.
4506, confirm the squawk 5756.
5756 506.
4506, reback correct.
Lookout approach, on the final approach course for Hawthorne, for RNAV 25.
Number Bravo Hotel, contact tower.
Over to tower, 1 Bravo Hotel.
Air 5-8 uniform, contact circle bridge 134.9er.
34.9 5 uniform.
Hawthorne Tower, Mooney 371 Bravo Hotel, RNAV 25.
Or 371 Bravo Hotel, Hawthorne Tower, runway 25, clear to land.
Clear to land 25, 1 Bravo Hotel.
Circle approach, good afternoon, Starhawk 355, uniform checking at 4000.
3558 uniform, SoCal approach LA altimeter 3003.
John Wing ground, Cessna 1206, park
Operation
at
complete,
East,
set
ready
park
taxi.
Disconnecting tow, stand by.
So 2 left is hyper, so we gotta be below 3,000, below 5,000 at EVOS. And our initial altitude is 5,000, so it's kind of be that said it should maintain
2506
5,000.
traveling ground runway 20 left, taxi via Alpha Hotel Charlie Kilo.
Just means we got to abide
20
by
left, Alpha
this
Hotel,
restriction
Kilo 506.
initially.
Or 9 Juliet X-ray exit left, taxi to parking via Alpha monitor ground.
Exit left, we're monitor ground at 259 Juliet X-ray.
Tow is disconnected, bypass pin's been removed. Hand signal on the right, she's all yours, Captain.
Got that set. Mission arc normal. 1+F takeoff config. That's good there. Turn on the oxygen. And our generators are all good. Okay. Trim should be 3. That's or close to it.
LAX ground, Los Angeles ground, 100 jet 259 Juliet X-ray, Golf, we request taxi at signature 259 Juliet X-ray.
Delta's still current, so nothing's changed. Okay, that's
259 Juliet X-ray, say again.
Golf, we are Golf request taxi signature 259
taxi
Juliet X-ray.
lights.
On Energy X, I did give you taxi last transmission, taxi to parking via Alpha.
Alright. Sorry about that. It's still a long day. I didn't hear that. Roger. We'll taxi to parking 259 Juliet X-ray.
We'll do auto brake to takeoff. Takeoff config check is normal. And we just have to do that thing.
John Wing Tower, Cessna 1206, holding short runway 20 left at Kilo, ready via for departure.
2506 Charlie Tower, runway 20 left to Kilo, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 20 left at Kilo 506.
Alright. We are with Delta. Afternoon, Los Angeles ground, FedEx 3650, heavy cargo. Current with Delta, ready taxi, request 2 left departure.
2506, your radar contact, stay altitude, contact Oakland departure.
300, 506, contact departure.
FedEx 3650, heavy Los Angeles ground, runway 25 left, taxi via Alpha, Foxtrot.
25 left via Alpha and Foxtrot, FedEx 3650 Heavy. Just doing the right engines to make these turns, and then the left engines for the right turn.
Local departure, Cessna 546, 800, climbing.
2506, SoCal departure, cancel altitude restriction.
Cancel altitude restriction, 506.
Oakland Tower, Moe 371 Bravo, tell us clear 25.
And we'll switch to tower. Departure is 125.2.
The 1 Bravo Hotel, taxi to parking via Sierra, have a great day.
Parking via Sierra, thanks for your help. 1 Bravo Hotel.
Circle approach 58 from as Mike for Van Nuys would like vectors for the ILS 163.
Air 58 uniform, I'll pass along your request. Air 506, resume navigation. Did you want to continue flight following?
Negative, for flights following 506, resume on left.
Los Angeles Tower, FedEx 3650 Heavy, hold short 25 left.
FedEx 3650, heavy Los Angeles Tower, runway 25 left, clear for takeoff.
25 left, clear for takeoff, FedEx 3650 Heavy. Alright, we got landing lights and strobes. On. Flight 71, SRS active, airspeed's alive. Knots cross-checked. Gear coming out.
3650 Heavy, contact departure.
Number 2 departure, FedEx 3650 Heavy.
4506 radar services terminated. Squawk V5 frequency change approved.
Clocking VFR frequency change approved 2506, thank you.
58 uniform contact SoCal approach 134.2.
134.25 uniform.
SoCal departure, FedEx 3650 Heavy. Lady J4 at 5000.
FedEx 3650 Heavy, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb via FedEx at maintain 6000.
Climb via the CITIX at maintain 6000, FedEx 3650 Heavy.
Circle approach car 355 uniform 4000.
3558 uniform SoCal approach, Burbank, altimeter 3001. Dr. Canog, flight heading 350, Dr. ILS runway 16 right approach, climb and maintain 5000.
Climb maintain 5000 after Canog 350 vectors, ILS 16 right 5 uniform.
FedEx 3650 Heavy, contact SoCal approach 134.2.
SoCal 134.2, FedEx 3650 Heavy. SoCal approach, FedEx 3650 Heavy, Lady J4, level at 6000.
FedEx 3650 Heavy, SoCal approach, Burbank, altimeter 3001, climb via FedEx at maintain 14,000.
3001, climb via the CITIX at maintain 14,000, FedEx 3650 Heavy. So if you remember, Lady J is 8,000, so we'll stop at 8,000.
FedEx 3650 Heavy, contact Los Angeles Center 133.2.
Los Angeles Center 133.2, FedEx 3650 Heavy. Los Angeles Center, FedEx 3650, coming via the Lady J4, leaving 8,300 for 14,000, also request normal speed.
FedEx 3650, Los Angeles Center, climb and maintain flight level 300, normal speed.
Climb, maintain flight level 300 and resume normal speed, FedEx 3650. So we're gonna go managed on everything, open climb rather, because we're not restricted. And we'll put those off. Crew know we're passing through 10,000. 1000, flight level 180 is transition altitude. So everything goes to standard 2992. And up to flight level 300, so I won't bore you with the climb out. Keep this view for a few seconds and I'll pause the recording until we get to our cruise. Alright, see you in a second. Landing elevation is good. Fuel is even. So I'll open the cockpit a little bit. Alright. Information Gulf is current. The altimeter is 3008. Temperature 17, wind 290 at 10. That will come into play a little bit. Top descent 2125, so we have time, about 10 minutes. Approach, climb to 600, then left turn 4000, climb on a heading 260, inbound, SAU Sausalito. Inbound on the, looks like the Sausalito 110 radial inbound, so reciprocal that is 290. Continue climb and hold to 4000. We can do that 240 nautical mile to 2700 feet, no problem. And we'll plan on exiting here at Whiskey 5 and then Whiskey Bravo to parking. Usually right here.
Private uniform flighting 070.
me see, 127.45 is usually Oakland. See if that stands true today. Should get a handoff anytime now.
FedEx 3650, contact Oakland Center 127.45.
Over to Oakland Center, 127.45, FedEx 3650, we'll see you. Alright, new frequency, new controller. So I'm going to wait a good 10 seconds before I check in to make sure I don't step on someone who may be given a readback on a clearance or something like that, because you can't always hear someone that may be talking with tower or ground control at an airport. So you always change frequencies, wait 10 seconds.
Oakland 390 cross, stand at or above 3,000, then cleared the ILS runway 17 approach.
It sounds like there was a discussion in progress, so that's why you wait. And then you kind of guesstimate how long you need before you key up. So we're probably going to get a descent instruction when I sign in. Afternoon, Oakland Center, FedEx 3650, flight level 300.
FedEx 3650, Oakland Center, descend via the MZO 3, arrival Oakland, altimeter 3008.
Descend via the MZO 3, arrival 3008, FedEx 3650. Alright, let's punch in our arrival weather. Let's get lead to second. So 3008. 17, 292.
Number 6 Charlie Delta, contact NorCal approach 135.1.
I'm not going to do a second one. We're going to update our winds though.
Number 516 Charlie Delta, NorCal approach Hayward, altimeter 3007.
Alright, we'll check back in when we start our descent. Alright, we got about 10 miles to our top of descent here, and the lowest we can go is 4,100. and then we set this for final approach fix altitude once we're cleared to fly the approach. So this tells me I'm cleared to descend. You don't ever change this to lower
390, no traffic observed between you and the
until
field. At
you're
this point,
cleared.
radar services are terminated. Report cancellation of IFR or missed approach while airborne on this frequency. You can cancel on the ground within 5 minutes of landing on 122.2. The frequency change is approved.
We gotta let them know we're leaving our last assigned. Oakland Center, FedEx 3650 is leaving 300.
FedEx 3650, roger.
I'm gonna hold the speed for a little bit.
Number 6 Charlie, that's roger. Falcon 390, thanks. Cancellation received. You can maintain VFR for exchange crew. Have a great day.
Alright, we're gonna want to slow to 280 knots at my Joel. Using about half speed brake to hit that number. I have to do it manually for the speed until we get to my rib, and then we'll be okay on the, should be okay on the speeds after that. There's no other speed restraints after my rib other than
FedEx 3650, contact NorCal approach 120.905.
NorCal approach 120.905, FedEx 3650. approaching Gulf. NorCal approach, FedEx 3650 Heavy, descending via the MZO3, leaving flight level 232. Current with Gulf, request ILS tree 0, approach from Franny.
FedEx 3650, having NorCal approach. Thanks for all, and expect that.
And I can plan on that, FedEx 3650 Heavy. So he said expect it, not approved it, so we're not going to lower that until we're approved to fly the approach.
Number 6 Charlie Delta, you're clear to operate within the Class C airspace, outer ring at or below 2,000. With that, your radar services are terminated. Squawk and maintain VFR and free exchange group.
Alright, clear to the Class Charlie, at or below 2,000. Order VFR. 516 Charlie Delta, thanks.
All that is correct. .3008 is our altimeter. Cross-checked. Seatbelts coming on.
Casper clearance, Twin Cessna 54 Juliet Romeo.
154 Juliet Romeo.
We're filed Delta Echo November.
54 Juliet Romeo, stand by.
There's no icing to worry about, so all is swell.
November 54 Juliet Romeo, full route available, let me know when ready.
Ready.
54 Juliet Romeo, you're clear to the Denver International Airport. Alco's 6 departure, Medicine Bow transition, Mike Bravo Whiskey. Join the Rams 8 arrival. Find via SID, except maintain 14,000. Expect flight level 190 within 5 minutes. As for departure 120.55.
Try to slow us down to 240 for my route.
And squawk 2025.
Gotta be under 10,000. Gotta be between 9 and 10 actually in my route.
Okay, understand.
Pretty strict at this next
Juliet
waypoint.
Romeo cleared Delta Echo November, L6 departure, Mike Bravo Whiskey, Rams 8. They didn't copy the altitude.
I'm going to give it to you again. In the future, just give me everything that you've got, and then we'll fill in the blanks from there. November 54 Juliet Romeo is cleared to the Denver Airport rather than the Denver VOR. Cleared to Denver Airport. Alco's 6 departure. Medicine Bow transition. And then the Rams 8 arrival. Climb via SID. Accept. Maintain 14,000. Expect flight level 190 within 5 minutes. Departure 120.65. Squawk 2025.
Okay, cleared Kilo Delta Echo November, Elko 6 departure, Medicine Bow, Rams 8 arrival, climb and maintain 14,000, expect 190,000, 5 to 10 minutes later, departure frequency 120.65 and squawk 2025, Juliet Romeo.
November 54 Juliet Romeo, climb via SID. Accept, maintain 14,000.
Okay, climb via SID, expect 14,000.
Accept, not expect.
190,000 10 minutes later.
He's gonna correct.
Rather than expect, it's climb via SID, accept, maintain 14,000. There's not a top altitude published on the chart, so we have to give you an accept altitude. Climb via the Alco 6 departure, accept, maintain 14,000.
Okay, climb via Alco 6 departure, accept 190,000. Juliet Romeo.
Number 54 Juliet Romeo, climb via the SID, accept, maintain 14,000. You can expect flight level 190 within 5 minutes.
Okay, I got it. Climb via the SID, accept 140,000, expect 190,000, 10 minutes later.
Flight
for
level
Juliet Romeo.
190.
54 Juliet Romeo, we got it, read back correct.
He wasn't gonna make mountains out of molehills on that. Flight levels are
3650, heavy contact NorCal approach 134.5.
NorCal approach 134.5, FedEx 3650 heavy. 134.5. NorCal approach FedEx 3650 heavy, descending via the MZO3, leaving 9,800.
FedEx 3650 heavy. NorCal approach, Oakland altimeter 3008. At Franny, cleared ILS, runway 30 approach.
3008 at Franny, cleared ILS, 30 approach, FedEx 3650 heavy. So you have to say heavy with any controller other than center. So approach, tower, ground, all that, you say heavy, because they need it for separation purposes. So now that we're actually clear to fly the approach, we'll take her down to final approach, our final approach fixed altitude of 2,000. And we'll capture the glide slope there. About to cross Miney at 7,000, so that's a pretty good restriction. Let's check our weather again. Do METAR request this time. 90 at 10. $17. $10.19. All that is right. 54. Okay. It's close enough. So, tower. For 30 is 127.2. Because the that's ground. The other runways, the GA runways, have a different frequency, so you gotta know which frequency to use. That's a huge difference, by the way, between flying on VATSIM and PilotEdge. PilotEdge uses real-world frequencies for everything. VATSIM, you just use whatever they happen to be using at that time. It's like VATSIM, you hardly ever change frequencies.
For ground, Twin Cessna 54 Juliet Romeo, now ready to taxi with Romeo.
Number 54 Juliet Romeo, want to double check the ATIS for me? I've got Charlie as current, not Romeo.
Okay, we filed Zulu.
Okay, then you have information Zulu rather than Romeo. Zulu will tell me a custom weather. If you tell me anything else, I'm assuming you're kidding our ATIS. 54 Juliet Romeo, runway 26, taxi via Alpha, Bravo, and Bravo 1.
Okay, runway 26 via Alpha, Bravo, and Bravo 1, Juliet Romeo.
I know I'm not as entertaining as some YouTubers, but I hope you guys get something out of my videos. I try to make them somewhat instructional and, you know, phraseology and stuff like that. So if you guys, you know, have a request, or if you want me to cover a chart of some sort, or do a flight to cover that chart, as long as it's in the PilotEdge network area, so anything Denver West, I'd be able to accommodate you. So it'd be more fun to actually do a flight and explain the chart. But leave a comment if you want me to cover something like a specific SID or a ODP or something like that. Like, you know, how do you take off IFR from an uncontrolled airport? That'd be a good one to do, but let me know in the comments if that's something you'd like to do. Because I'm just making this up as I go, because I don't know what y'all really want. Ahead and arm the approach. That way it will capture the glide slope and localizer. We're going to go flaps 2.
FedEx 3650 Heavy, contact tower 127.2. Good day.
Over to Oakland Tower, 127.2, FedEx 3650 Heavy. See you. 72. Oakland Tower, FedEx 3650 Heavy, establish on a localizer, runway 30.
FedEx 3650 Heavy, Oakland Tower, runway 30, cleared to land, wind 280 at 10.
Runway 30, clear to land, FedEx 3650 Heavy. Alright, so let's do some gear action. Ground is 0.75. Get that ready. And we got good gear. Do flaps 3. And flaps full. Rocking and rolling now. If we need to fly the mist, we shall climb to 600 and left turn to 4,000 on this route here. So if you go full throttle, it will automatically, autopilot will switch to the missed approach procedure automatically, and we'll do flaps 3 gear up, then we'll clean up as we speed up. I'm not anticipating having to fly the missed procedure, but just in case, gotta brief it. Wind is pretty much right down the runway, so all is swell. $21.75. Autopilot off.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
Reversers. Always stop after the stop bar, not before.
For 54 Julie Romeo, yep.
About to go.
Yeah, you're on a runway right now.
Okay, I need to do a run-up.
How about get off the runway and do your run-up and then contact tower when you're ready, but you're on the runway.
Roger.
FedEx 3650, heavy right turn, whiskey, and then Bravo to parking, and monitor ground 121.75.
Right turn, Whiskey Bravo to parking, monitor ground 0.75, FedEx 3650 heavy, we'll see you. Alright, let's go to 75, we'll do that number, get the bleed going. That is Victor, so we need Bravo, which is this taxiway. I like hearing new guys on PilotEdge because this is the best place to learn proper ways of doing things.
Casper Tower, Princess to 54 Juliet Romeo, now ready to go, 26 Casper.
For 54 Juliet Romeo, Casper Tower, only 26, clear for takeoff, and 26013, touchdown.
He ended
Okay,
with
clear for takeoff.
Casper, and you don't
Juliet
have
Romeo.
to do that when you're talking to an actual tower. That is strictly for CTAF purposes. Advisory, when you're talking to only other pilots, you start and end with the airport so everybody knows who you're talking to. But if you're talking to the tower, then there's no reason to end with the airport name. The tower knows where they're at. So, but he's new. It's pretty darn obvious, but it's okay. Gotta start somewhere. I did not know that myself at one point or another, you know? APU is available.
November 54 Juliet Romeo, contact Casper departure.
Casper departure, Wilco, Juliet Romeo.
Curious if he signs in correctly with them. I'm thinking he won't. Because he has to say climb via...
Casper departure, Twin Cessna 54 Juliet Romeo, with you, 6,400 climbing up to 140,000.
Yeah, he said it wrong.
Number 54 Julia Romeo Cast for departure. Radar contact verified. Climb via SID. Except maintain 14,000.
Okay, we're climbing on the SID.
Via the SID.
We'll maintain 140,000.
Just heads up. Climb via SID means you're going to climb with the restriction with a top altitude of 14,000. So it's important that we're on the same page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, glad I didn't disconnect until we heard that, so hopefully you learned something with that as well. That's exactly the same thing I did on my departure. Climb via the SID except maintain 5,000, right? So that first altitude restriction was got to be at or below 3,000 for that first waypoint, but no higher than 5,000. So climb via the SID except maintain 5,000. It's the same thing that he should have said on his, except in his case it was 14,000. So not a huge deal, but that's what my channel, I try to make it about, is learning stuff. Alright, let's do ACARS, and we got landing rate of 177, so that works. Log that. And now we're going to do a replay. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you got something out of it, if you learned something, hit the thumbs up for me. Lets me know you guys are watching and learning. And if you have a question, leave a comment. See if we can answer it by doing flights. Alright, see ya. Chase out.